Hey guys, welcome back to Table Talk. I'm Sam.
I'm Matt.
I'm Lieberman.
You know the drill. Hashtag Table Talk, Reddit /r/SourceFed. Topics and questions. Sam, will you please?
I don't want that one, Sam. Put it back. That could have been yours.
Oh, thank you actually, because I was excited about this one. From Reddit, Andy Leach writes, "What if buttholes wore top hats?" There's not much to do with this question.
No,
Butthole, where's the top hat? You can't. What?
If buttholes wore
with
top
top
hats, first of all, you would be shitting into a top hat all the time.
Not necessarily.
No, because it's not
How you shitting?
it's not the butt wearing the top hat, it's the butthole. So if the butthole, if you consider that to be up, then the top hat is just protruding from your butt. So it's more like the top hat's like coming out like that instead of sitting up here.
We're not thinking of a proportionally sized top hat.
Oh, you're talking about like a little
Like a
teeny
little-
tiny
little
top
top
hat
hat.
for your butthole? Well, that would just spread your cheeks real wide. It'd be uncomfortable.
Or it'd make farts quieter.
Oh yeah, because there's no friction. There's nothing for it to
friction.
slap against as it's on the way out.
What if you had to eat one raisin every day to live?
Uh-huh.
I think that'd be okay. I like raisins.
Do you not like
I
raisins?
like raisins too. A lot of people don't like raisins, but I think it'd just be a hassle.
I don't get what's wrong with raisins.
Me either. I think they taste good.
If you eat a grape, you can eat a raisin.
You know, but then again, I like green grapes, and if there's an option, and then the other grapes, I'm kind of
The
like
golden
whatever about.
raisins, you're not like?
I
You're
know.
not a big fan?
No, I'm fine with all kinds of raisins, but purple grapes, I'm like, ew, why would I eat that gross crap? But green grapes are great.
Yeah, but they taste the same to you, right?
No.
No,
What
the
do they
grapes
taste?
taste completely
They're
different from each other.
The green grapes are
Or
good.
sour.
The other grapes are like, ugh, why would I
Or
want
like
this
weird,
crap?
sweet, I don't know.
Ugh.
I'd rather you be wine grape. That's.
I mean, I haven't had that before, but you
Yeah.
know.
You've never had wine before?
I've never had one. I've never had any
Oh yeah,
alcohol.
you've never,
Yeah,
you still never drank.
Yeah.
You ever had a star fruit? Those
I've
are
had
good.
a star fruit.
That
Star
tastes like
fruits
a
are
big,
dope.
They are pretty cool. They taste like a big grape a little bit, but not as cool.
I don't know. They're like kind
I
of like
don't know what's with
citrusy.
me
They remind me
today.
of a kiwi. They're like weird kiwi.
If I did drink, I'd probably have a lot of wine. I'd be that guy. I'd be
A lot of
I'd be a
wine.
wino.
Would you have wine in a mug?
Yeah.
Whatever happened to winos? Why are homeless people doing crack when they could be busting open a big old magnum of Thunderbird?
I didn't even learn the term wino until recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you learn from a Bill Cosby bit?
No,
He mentioned winos all
Really?
the time. Oh yeah.
Huh.
There was a story about him going to go see Frankenstein and falling asleep at the movie theater and then not being able to find his way home and a wino accosts him.
Wow.
I can't remember what album it's from.
I saw it on Wonder Shows, and which is a
Oh
television
yeah.
program.
Oh,
You know-
Winobot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
What's
something you
Winobot?
shouldn't see.
That's one of the best bits. It's this cartoon. Well, Wonder Shows, and if you've never seen it, is a really like completely screwed, messed up children's program.
It's a program that when Steve used to live in that condo, I used to go to Steve's house and we watched it and sit there and look at it in silence until something happened and then laugh for a long time and then it's mortifying.
Yeah,
There's a bit
it's
on the show
horrible.
where there's this blue puppet and he goes out in the streets kind of like the show Deep Dive we do and asks people questions, but he keeps asking people questions.
He won't leave them alone, even if they say I'm not interested. He won't leave them. He'll just keep
It's like, oh,
asking.
well, what do you think?
Yeah.
What do you want about that?
Yeah, Sam, tell me about your dad. Tell me about your dad, Sam. Hey, do you have a dad? Do
Wait.
you not have a dad? Hey, Sam.
your dad like?
And then people just get really upset and they start
Wait,
like
this is
punching
animated
him.
or this is
No,
real?
this is
This is-
real.
oh, okay,
So
that's
people
fun.
start trying to rip the puppet off the guy's hand and like beat the crap out. It's so funny. But like everything on that show's really screwed up. But Winobot is like a $6 billion man thing, except they instead of picking like a NASA guy or like a military guy, they grab a wino and make him a
It's
robot.
RoboCop, but
Yeah.
if with a
He's a
wino
wino.
instead of a cop. Did I give my bit about RoboCop already in life?
No.
The idea of RoboCop is so stupid. If you ever seen RoboCop, it's about a cop who dies and then they make him be a cop again.
As
They
a
bring
robot.
him back.
He gets murdered. His body is
Straight
blown into
up
pieces. He
murdered.
is dead. And the doctors are like, oh no, we gotta bring him back. And now let's put his body into a robot and make him be a cop again.
No, make him
Make him be a cop again.
Make him.
If I got murdered that bad and I was like, oh man, I survived, I'd be like, well, time for me to retire. They're like, nah.
Nah.
And also,
Retire
if
as
you're
in death.
if you're
I'd rather be
the
dead.
police force, why would you pick a cop who got murdered? He can't be
not
great
a
at
good
his
cop.
job
He's
if
not
he
a
got
good-
murdered in the first place.
He got murdered.
Man,
on the job.
that
first
movie's full of holes.
That first movie gave me a lot of nightmares when that happened. Like my parents were
When
it's
it's like limbs are flying
Well, no,
away.
with it happens for so
The ED-209
long.
and
Yeah.
like when it blasts apart
I was
everyone
really
in the
young.
spine.
Yeah.
I was really young when I saw that, but I still thought it was funny.
You thought it was funny?
I thought it was funny. It
Well,
was
is.
so
It's
exaggerated.
a satire. That's the point.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The whole movie is a satire on how Americans view violence as okay.
We totally do, because there's like a shotgun or something.
It's
but
Yeah.
insane.
it's bad.
It's ridiculous.
It's okay, buddy. Next time. We'll stop him next time. What you got there, Wilms?
BVN77 said, "Who was your first childhood celebrity crush?"
Ooh.
Ooh, Rat Scallion. No.
Linda Ellerby.
Linda Ellerby. I hated Linda Ellerby. I'm
Really?
sorry. I know Linda Ellerby is a good woman. If you don't know who Linda Ellerby is, she's from the Nick News with Linda
Host of Nick
Ellerby.
News.
Oh, okay.
And I remember every time I'd be watching a good show and then I'd be like, oh, now it's time for Nick News. Did you know these kids in Africa are starving?
And you're like, boo!
I'm 8. Like, I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing.
One Nick News story that I remember was about a house made entirely of like Pepsi cans. It was like a house made of cans.
Ooh, so interesting.
Who cares?
She's like Upworthy. Like,
She was the first Upward.
like that's like it's
Was
like
she a
it's
kid?
interesting, and these are things I should know about. But I'm trying to watch.
No,
dumb crap
Linda
right
Ellerby
now.
was like, she was like in her 40s when we were kids.
Yeah, I looked her up recently though. She's still alive.
Does she?
Good for her.
Does she still got it?
She never had it. I love you, Linda Ellerby. I know you're a good person,
Yeah.
but
Who's
your program is not of interest.
Who was
to
my
me.
real first celebrity crush? I guess, you know what? It probably was Liv Tyler in the first Lord of the Rings movie.
That was your first?
That was my first one, and I was in middle school at the time, but it was the first time that I was like, yeah, her. And now looking back, I'm like,
Liv Tyler.
why did
She
that
like-
happen?
She on Doctor Who?
She
No.
one of the
And she was on The Leftovers this year. She's
Rose.
Steven Tyler's daughter.
Tyler.
Mine has to be Britney Spears. I still kind of have that crush.
Really?
Since I was
Really?
little. Did you remember, these are the dumbest things I ever sold. It's this clip that you'd put on your side and you got these little microchips and you put them in there and it played 15 seconds of a song and it was $30 and it was really expensive.
Oh, yeah.
But I always had the Britney Spears ones that I'd play and God damn
Of course
it.
it's there. The Britney Spears one.
God damn
The
it.
15 seconds.
I remember my first teenage crush when I was a teenager was Miranda Cosgrove.
Oh, you still have that crush,
Oh yeah, I
right?
still do. If she was ever like, "Hey, let's go get dinner," I'd be like, "Yeah, we're gonna get dinner. Let's get over here." Please.
Wait. The annoying little girl from School of Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked her when she was on Drake and Josh because we're the same age. She might be older than me. I think we're both the same age. Yeah, and I was like,
maybe.
"Oh man, Megan's so funny and mean. I love her." And then she went. And as soon as that happened, she went on iCarly, and I was like, "Oh man, I love iCarly. I still like iCarly. I will
I've
still
never
watch that
watched
show.
it.
I
will still watch that.
I
show.
watched Drake and Josh and man,
I don't
need to watch that
understand.
again.
I feel like it's like a 5-year age gap to where I was
yeah,
when
yeah.
those
Oh.
shows came on, I'm like, man, Nickelodeon's fucking stupid now.
Yeah,
and you
it's-
guys are like, God, that was my shit.
That was targeted
Yeah.
right for my age group. I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of towards the end, once I got out of high school, I was like, oh, this isn't for me anymore. But I'll still watch it. I'll still watch like those first couple seasons. Gibby, the kid with the shirt, oh, you never seen? He was this kid to take his shirt off, and then he got handsome towards the end or whatever. And that's what they say.
Oh, that was his whole character?
Yeah, I mean, kind of basically. And then and there's a smart nerdy kid who was short, and now he's cool too.
I remember Ned's Declassified Survival
Love that
Guide.
show.
That show was fun.
Dear God!
That was
Oh,
really funny.
I got a fangirl
what's her
really
name?
quick. Oh, the
Susie
girl.
Crabgrass.
What?
Susie Crabgrass.
Was that the
on
name of the
show.
girl
No,
on
on the
it?
show that was
The girl,
his
she
crush.
was also on the
Moe's?
How to Get 10 Things I Hate About You TV series.
Oh.
Did you watch that on
No.
NBC Family? She was the girl. She was
Okay.
the girl. I have to fangirl really quick because I was getting a haircut one time and I have glasses, so I have to take
Can't
my
you just say
glasses off.
fanboy? You're a boy. I don't want to. No, I don't want to pigeonhole you. You can say whatever you want.
I was fanning
Pigeonhole?
at the. I was getting my haircut and I had to take my glasses off because I have really bad eyesight.
Pigeonholes wore top hats.
Oh. Please tell
This
us.
big.
I think I've heard this story before, but tell me.
I had to take my glasses off, and I had to, because I have glasses, I need to get my haircut, I can't because of glasses. And so, and then this girl sat down next
It'd
to
be
me,
a bad
and I was
haircut.
talking to her, exactly, this is what I've been
Kristen
told.
Serratos is the name from the girl from Nessie Class.
Kristen?
Serratos. Just want to say that.
Alright,
So you were talking to a girl and you couldn't see her because your glasses were off.
and then I put my glasses on at the end, and it was her.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, Every conversation I had up to there, I had to stop, and I was just like,
No, but
I
Sam,
was
you
a
were
kid.
in.
I was a. She's an adult, and I was a kid, and I was like,
that reminds me of.
She wasn't an adult when you were a kid. How much older than you could she be?
10, 20.
She's not 20 years older than you.
That reminds me of.
I'm not even 10 years older than you. I'm 5 years older than you. You guys are my sister's age.
Yeah, but I wanted to say Susie Crabgrass from Ned Declassified School Survival Guide was a gosh darn smoke show.
Still is.
Still is a smoke show. She's on Walking Dead now, I think.
Good for her.
Guys,
and she made it over there.
I need you to promise that you'll never hook up with my sister.
I can't guarantee that. I might get upset with you, and I'll have to do something to get back at you.
That just sounds punitive. I don't think you should do that.
When you're trying to get back at
Can I
someone,
promise
it doesn't matter how bad I make. I mean, it's more to mess with you than out of me wanting it.
Huh. All right, well.
I can't make those promises.
Lieberman's sister, Susie Crabgrass. Give her my number now.
No! Prolonged Direction on Reddit writes, what's the most bullshit rule you've dealt with? Mine was no cussing after 11 p.m. when I lived in college
cussing after
dorms.
11.
I thought you meant like a law.
Fuck, shit, fuck, oh, 11 o'clock.
You gotta get them all out at 10:59.
Orange.
It's like when you can't take a drink into a certain place and you're like, I gotta drink it all down. Like, I don't know.
The dumbest rule.
The dumbest rule?
As I've gotten older and heard about other people's childhood, I'm starting to realize my parents just we're just like whatever. Like whatever I wanted to do, my parents were never like, no, don't do it, because they weren't Australian.
No!
They just
No.
My parents are like, you ever seen the Fairly Odd Parents?
Yeah.
You know how his parents are there, but they're kind of just like,
Yeah.
dummies. My mom. Just kidding. Yeah, I don't really have any rules.
Mine was, my parents hated, we couldn't say the word sucks. We could say something stinks, but we can't say that something sucks.
I don't like
that's
the
rude.
word stinks. I don't like stinks or crap. Those are both bad to me. What do you think this is?
Oh, it's too
What do you
high.
think this is?
Crossover episode.
What do you think this is?
Bye.
Put on some shoes, Lee, and some socks. Eat my dick, Will. Okay.
That's one angry hippie.
What was I gonna say?
Dumb rules.
I just remember only time my parents have only done a couple things to me that I were like, this isn't cool. I used to play this video game called Maple Story. You ever played Maple Story?
No.
It's this like online game where you or a guy that goes and hits stuff, gets coins and runs, and then you build your character, and then you take your parents' credit card and you buy clothes for that
There you
character.
go. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I used to be obsessed with that video game. That game is the reason why to this day I like don't buy video games, because like I will start playing it a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was like, summer vacations coming up, I'm gonna be on Maple Story till I die.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like
Pretty much.
like my eyes are gonna be like this. I'm gonna be trying to play
That's
video
how I
games.
used to be about City of Heroes. Do you ever play that?
I got
that a
I
PC
convinced my
game?
dad to get that for me once, and I couldn't set it up. I was too dumb. I was a kid, and it was $14.99 a month. But what was I gonna say? And I was like, oh man, I can't wait to play it this summer. My mom was like, nope, I know you're gonna play that video game all summer long, so we're gonna send you to summer camp.
You actually went to summer
You went to
camp?
summer
But it was
camp?
like day summer camp, and it was horrible.
What was it, the summer camp
I know.
called?
I don't even know. But I remember there was this guy, Elijah, there when we used to play dodgeball. He heard a kid every day. He was an adult that
Like
worked
that was
there.
his mission.
That was his
Wait,
mission.
an
every
adult
day.
man was hurting the kid?
Yes, he was like one of the
A counselor.
supervisors or
Uh-huh.
like a counselor, and they'd always play dodgeball, and he would hit a kid every single day, and we were like, Elijah, stop playing dodgeball with middle schoolers, but he's like, nah.
This is the only joy I get out of
His
life,
life
you
kinda
little
sucks.
shit.
Yeah.
Now get over here. I'm gonna fuck you up with this ball.
Yeah, he was like that.
Hey kid. Hey Will, come here. You ever seen a butthole wear a top hat?
No. Funny thing is, why do I remember this guy's name?
I don't know. He had an effect on you.
He had an effect on me. I think of him often.
Yeah, there was a shitty kid at my sleepaway camp. His name was Ezra, and I'll never forget Ezra because my brother and I went to the same sleepaway camp.
That sounds like an
And
8-year-old kid.
You gotta hold this when you're talking about somebody you're mad about.
We went to the same sleepaway camp. It was our first summer, and we didn't know what like gay was, or like that people hated people that were gay. And this kid kept like making fun of us because my brother and I hung out with each other all the time because we didn't have any friends. And he Ezra would like greet me like, "Hey, fudge packer, you pack your brother's fudge?" And my brother doesn't like candy, so I was like, my brother doesn't even like fudge.
You're that kid.
I was that kid. I was an idiot.
You almost got the joke.
Almost.
You almost got the insult.
Over my head.
When it hit you, when did you figure it out that he was insulting you?
A couple years later.
Yeah. It's like, whoa.
Oh.
That
That's what
reminds
that
me
means.
of, I remember the first time anybody asked me if I was a virgin, I was in the 3rd grade.
What?
And
in
he
the
said,
world?
"Are you a virgin?" And I was like, "I got red version and blue version." You had
both? You had
No, I
both?
had red. My sister had blue.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I thought he was talking about Pokemon.
Yeah.
I've had that memory in my head, and I've never spoken about it for like 10 years.
That's amazing!
Yeah.
So folks, thanks for watching Geova's Story.
No, I can't fucking think of anything, so.
Thank you for watching Table Talk. Keep sending your questions and topics to the hashtag Table Talk, Reddit/r/SourceFed. I'm Matt Lieberman.
I'm Sam.
I'm William Haynes.
I got red version.
I got
and blue version.